today, and that is the real reason why the ES is probably one of the better or best markets to trade. In my honest opinion, I'm not knocking any other market like the NASDAQ or pertaining when it comes to the indices or the indexes. You have the Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Future Trading with Mike, and today we're looking at the Emini S&P 500 futures again. That's the ES futures, which is a derivative of the major index, the S&P 500. Appreciate everyone tuning into the channel this morning. I'm trying to get situated here, and I really just started to sit down looking at my charts this morning. It's currently a little bit after 10, and I'm noticing that the market's a little volatile this morning, as well as we had some news this morning with the Fed chair, I believe. The Treasury's talking this morning at 9, and then we have, I believe we have some. Let me take a look right quick, guys. We have some other, a little bit. Let's see, 9. Nothing. That's it. We have at this afternoon at 1. One of the FOMC members, Bullard, speaks at 1, and that's wrapping it up for today. Yep, that's gonna be it. So yeah, Fed Chair Powell spoke today at 9. We had the final GDP 8:30 this morning, and that's pretty much it for the news today. But the market is a little volatile right now, so there could be some, I guess, after effects of the chair speaking this morning. So, anyways, let's look at the charts here, and we'll get started. But I always want to start off and thank everyone who's currently subscribed to the channel. If you're subscribed to the channel, guys, thank you for subbing, as well as make sure you got your post notifications turned on. For those that don't know what that is, that's that little bell icon sitting to the left, or I believe it's to the left of the subscribe button, but all it is a little icon shaped like a bell. Make sure to click on that so you never miss one of the uploads here on the channel. And if you're newbie here to the channel, welcome, guys. Regardless of how you found the channel, thank you for tuning in this morning. And please make sure, I'm going to give you a couple seconds here to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, and don't forget to click on that little bell icon as well. That's the post notification. Make sure you never miss one of the uploads if you are a new subscriber to the channel. Also, we have the Discord community. Not sure if you guys if you're new to the channel, I'm sure you don't know anything about it, but those that may be sub to the channel but haven't joined the Discord yet, this is the Discord community here at Future Trading with Mike. And yeah, join the Discord. You'll find the link down in the description portion of this video here. Just click on it, invite yourself to the chat room, and it's a community that was built for, fulfill like-minded traders like ourselves, to where we can share ideas of what's going on throughout the session, even in the, after the session's closed, kind of a question and answer type forum, open to the community, not just me, but there could be anyone that's a member of the community that can maybe answer a question, because not one person has the answer to everything. So, and they're just not ES traders in this community, ones that trade the Emini S&P 500. There are other traders in the community that trade various different equity classes within the future markets as well. It doesn't matter if you're trading currencies or commodities, or it doesn't really matter, guys. So join the community. I think a lot of us do trade the ES, and some people trade the NASDAQ, but it doesn't really matter. Just if you're a future trader, jump on board and join the community. Excuse me. So yeah, primarily right now what you see going on in the Discord community is just we kind of sharing ideas about certain levels. I trade supply and demand, so I trade around areas where there's aggressive buying and selling. So, but I always use a step down approach from a higher time frame down to a lower time frame to kind of get me into the right area or zone and wait for the rejection on a pullback. So that's pretty much how I trade. It's pretty simple. I follow price action. If you don't know much about price action or market structure and you're new to the channel, highly recommend you really get some education under your belt. And that being said, pick up a few books. Learn and understand the two most important elements or components of trading are both market structure and price action. Start with market structure. You have to understand market structure, because if you don't understand market structure, then you don't know what the market is trying to do every single day. It's painting a different picture, and you have to be able to read and know what the market is doing, whether it's making higher highs and higher lows, lower lows and lower lows. It doesn't really matter, but you need to know what the market is really doing at any given point so that you don't get trapped by the bigger players in the market, which are the institutions and the market makers, because they are the ones that are directing traffic in the market, I say. So let's go ahead and get started here. But yeah, there's some books down in the description portion as well. I've handpicked 8 books that are solid, fundamental, I guess, foundation blocks or bricks to helping you build upon your education of becoming a great trader. And most of those discuss and talk about market structure as well as price action, fundamentals, technical analysis, certain strategies like supply and demand. So kind of there's 8 books down there. Each one of them are titled differently. You can kind of look at the synopsis of each book or look at the summary by clicking on the link and, pick 1 or 2 of them up today. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, guys. Let's see. We're going to start with the 60 range chart and kind of look at that chart and see what the market's been kind of doing the last few days. I always use the 60 range. It doesn't really matter what, I guess, chart style or time frame or chart you actually use, whether you use minute, tick based, volume based. But I use range. I just like using range. I get that question a lot of time. Why do you prefer range over minute based charts or time frame charts? It's because the range just paints a picture or price action. I can just read it a little clearer. So this depends on your preference pretty much. But so I'm not telling you to switch to range if you're comfortable with trading the minute based or tick based, volume based, then stick with that. Anyways, looking at the 60 range chart, which is my higher time frame, you may trade off a 1 hour chart, 60-minute chart. I don't know, so I primarily use a 60 range, and then I scale down to my 12 range. I even use a 4 range if I'm looking, really trying to zoom in to see what the market's really doing, or looking for micro swings or levels within the market. But overnight we didn't do anything. We kind of just chopped around, so we kind of stayed stagnant, moving sideways. But yesterday, so we're trading right now inside of yesterday's trading range. We did break lower into the overnight session and make a low down here, pretty much, well, into the day session, to be honest with you, here at 10 o'clock at 3,800, which is a round number. Anyone that knows round numbers, half numbers, you know that the market can react to those levels, as well as if you, if you don't know, I'm sitting here reading the Discord, guys, while I'm sitting here looking, trying to look at my charts as well. So I'm reading the community chat forum. But yeah, there's hidden pivot levels as well, like the 40 and 70 numbers. So, all right, so let's see. We do have a bit of supply sitting up here at this area right around here. I'd say, I don't know, anywhere between 52, maybe on up to maybe 62, somewhere around there. But it's off a 60 range chart, so I'm just going to kind of, and market broke down here, pull back, push lower. So this is an area of, this could be, kind of an area of supply as well. Prices was trying to break down lower, so we made these off the 60 range, a low here, pull back, a lower low, pull back, a lower high here, or a similar high, breaking down, making lower lows and lower highs on the way down. But this here could be an area where price could kind of move into and reject that if we get there. Again, that's around another half number 2, which is 38.50, but we're in a low volume area, so be careful about low volume areas because price can push pretty heavy or quick through them. Okay, so let's see what the market is going to do in this area. It keeps rejecting this area here, right above this little high volume area or node off of the 60 range at 38.30. So let's see. So yeah, we keep breaking. The market's a little volatile. It's kind of moving kind of quick right now. So you got to be careful. It's jumping pretty fast. So it keeps bouncing off this little area up here. You see the swing where price came down, pull back, made a lower low, pulling back, to this area of resistance, if you want to call that this area of resistance. Kind of a little area of supply right here too. So, all right. So let's see what the market. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm long here, but I'm long early. Yeah, I'm long early, guys. So, looking for a quick little bounce here in this area where price is at. Let's see if we can get it. Price may push a little lower before it decides to. Yeah, I'm long way too early on this trade. Let's see. Come on. Should have took it below this little high volume area here. Push a little lower. Yep. Come on. Yeah, long real early. Too early on the trade, but it's okay. Let's do this. I think it's going to definitely bounce here and push up higher, so 18. Come on. Trying to get a point off of this trade here. Keeps rejecting this area here. Doesn't want to push higher, huh? Okay, there we go. All right, feel me? Price is coming through this area right here. This the little area here off the 4 range, what I was looking at right here. Okay, so we got filled there. It came a little lower. Was testing this zone down here. And it could have came a little lower and tested the lower portion of this high volume area, but this was the kind of area I was looking at right here. So price tapped into it, and I look at the rejection off the 12 range. I saw price pulling back to it, come back to that zone there, and then I start to look. You wait for your structural breaks to happen on the 4 range. So this trade was off of the 12 range, and when price got back to the zone here, I started looking at my 4 range to see for what price was doing. So okay, all right, okay, all right. So that was at 38.15. All right. All right, let's see. Look at the 12 range. See, you can see on the 12 range, we've just been making lower lows and lower highs as well to the downside. So, and now we're kind of, let's see, we made a low here, price pulls back, made a lower low, and then price push lower. So we're kind of chopping sideways right now, so be careful. So off that trade there, just quick little 14 ticks, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, pulling back to the session VPOT. You can see it right here. Let's see. Yeah, moving sideways. Trace. So we got to push down here. Pretty decent retracement here for push down. So we got a low right here. So this is support here. We have resistance sitting up here off of the swing to the downside. So question is, the price will come up here and break 38.40. 40 is a pivot level, so be mindful of that. It's a hidden pivot level. And then we have 3,800 down here, which is a round number. So price is trading sideways in this area right now. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, let's see. 60 range. Yeah, price is back. It keeps coming back to this area right here. Okay, right here at 38. I guess around 38. Around 38.40 area. So it's definitely trading sideways. Be careful not to get trapped. Let's see. Okay. Yep, this is probably a short, but around the VPOT. and I don't really like that. Trying to get my computer to engage with me. Okay, good balance right here. We're too close to the VPOT, guys, so let me see what price is going to do here. I mentioned price made this higher high. Excuse me, it made a yeah, well, it made a higher low here, so it could try to push up. So, but we're around the VPOT, so we'll see. Okay. Yep. Looks like it's coming lower here. There we go. Quick short, guys. Price come back up this area here, rejecting this area above this high volume area, and it went short back down to the lows. All right. Okay. It's 11 ticks right there. Okay. So about 25 right now. Okay. But we're sitting around the VPOC, so be careful. Chopping, moving sideways. I mentioned it, guys. We have a low down here and a high right here. High at 3840, low down here at 3800. So moving sideways within this leg to the downside. So be careful. Price is trying to take out some area to the upside here now. So yeah, let's see. Could get some rejection here again at 40. All right. Let's see. Price is definitely moving sideways here. I don't like this area. Yeah. Okay. Looks like it's trying to push. Push lower here. Again. Yep. Okay. Let's see. This could be it. There we go. Long entry. Come on. Going long, guys. Feel me there. Let's see. Yeah. Take out here. Come back up. Give me a second test there. Come on. There we go. Okay, I got filled. Price gonna come up to this area right here. At which point, let's see. It's hitting that area. I want to see it come above it though. All right, let's see. Okay, on that trade there, picking up 8 ticks right now. Off that little trade back to the upside. Okay. Let's see what the market's going to do here. All right, we're going to be able to. Too close to the V-pot right now. Okay. We're at the VPOC on the daily, so be careful. We are definitely moving sideways, but even in a sideways range market, you can still trade it. Okay. I have a topic I want to talk about too, and I'll get to that a little bit towards the, once I stop trading here, and just kind of share my thoughts and ideas of why. Okay. A lot of people say, "Well, why do you trade the ES?" I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, let's see. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, that was a little long right here, but we're at the VPOC, so be careful. That was a little long. All right, let's see. Market breaking some other areas. Building volume here, moving sideways. Got a nice high volume area sitting right here. May get that push and break 40. We made a lower high here. So price imprinted a low here. It came up, it tested 40 already, pulled back, made a lower high. Similar high here, pull back, a lower high. So we'll see. Let's see. Take a little scalp. There we go. Come on, baby. All right, little scalp back up to the top right here. Okay, it's a little pullback. And then scalp in that area there. So, I trade there. Nothing much there. I picked up a quick 7 ticks right there. I believe it was 7. Let me see. 3, 4, yeah, 7. 7 ticks right there. All right. But be careful because price can break that 40 area now. I just said that. Okay. Back down to the VPOC almost, it seems like. A looking for a, let's see, price is gonna, market's gonna do here. Could get a little push back up to the upside here. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm going long. Oops. Got out. Doggone it. I meant to take my second contract and bring it up to this area here. But I knew the price was going to test this little high again. This is a pullback. Okay. As price turned back around, right, it made a higher low here. It pushed up. It didn't make any higher highs, but it came down and made another higher low on the way back up. So higher low, pushed up, higher low, and then it started on the way up. It started breaking some structure to the upside as it was making structure. So it was making structure, making the swing to up, pull back, breaking resistance on the push to the upside, but breaking structure to the left side of it. So this is a pullback to this little zone, if you can see it, right here in this area here. So price pulls back once, take a quick scalp. Price pulls back again, quick scalp, just back up to the tops pretty much right here. You can see it here on the 4 range. So this was the first attempt. Price pushes higher. And kind of like a second attempt in a sense. But when price came back to this zone again right here, which is right here, okay, just picture it. I'll mark it. It's kind of like this area. Oops. It's really this area here. Well, it'll show up as this area here on the 4 range if I was to sync the 4 range, the 12 range with the 4 range. But anyways, price came back to this area here. The moment it broke back to the upside, taking out the structure here on the 4 range, I went long, just aggressively tip back to the upside. Okay, so that's just another means of trading off of the 4 range. Trading off the look at what's going on the 12 range and trading off the 4 range. Is what I'm trying to say. So trying to explain this guys and trade at the same time. It's not easy. So on that trade there, I picked up 8 ticks. All right, but right back down to the VPOC. So be careful. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we're chopping sideways, guys. This has been going on since, let's see. I'm not going to say since the market opened up, but because the market started pushing to the downside, taking out support here on the move to the downside. And I made a low here, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and then right around this area is where the market opened up after making these lows, and then it pushed higher. Couldn't take out this high here and started chopping sideways. Okay. All right. Yeah, we pull back here, higher low, pushed up, higher low, pushed up. Not breaking this area, testing similar highs here, but a higher low on the pullback. So each one of the pullbacks, we keep making higher lows. I'm going to put that to the community. So the best thing to do is, like I'd say this in my videos, guys. We want to trade like the institutions. Trade, wait it out. Stuff like this. It's kind of constricting, getting narrower and narrower. That's in the old days. When I say the old days, but when I first started trading, it's what they call a squeeze, and that's the market makers really putting pressure on and stopping retail traders out, consolidating, markets consolidating, trying to pick a direction. Yep. And each time the market comes back to this area right here, you can see it wants to pop up. 1, 2, came up again, 3, rejected, boom, popped up, came back to this area again, rejected, boom. It'll push up part of this area right here where it's at. Right around this area here. So we come back down to this area again. This area here again, I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna stand down right now and wait it out. Let's see what the market's gonna do. Yeah, it's hard to do anything with the full range because you can see this choppy lower lows coming down, lower lows and lower highs coming down to this almost leg to the downside, but it's just it's tough. I'll say that for at least. It's tough, tough, tough. Just gonna wait it out here. Guys can see, I hope you guys, a little owl sitting up there. Try to purchase something from Lowe's to, some things look advertised when you go into a store, they look like they would actually work. But not everything works. I probably should do a little more research, but, you buy an object to kind of, I guess, deter animals from coming into your yard. I like being in the yard doing certain things, whether it's cutting the grass or doing landscaping type of stuff or planting trees or whatever you do to kind of spruce your yard up. But I bought this owl, which I'm going to take back, to kind of keep squirrels and birds from coming to the yard because, big predators like owls, what can really, stand up to them. And then when they're out at nighttime or even in the daytime, sometimes you see them, birds and smaller animals, they're always going to look out for bigger birds to come out because they can swoop down real quick and grab them and kill them. But so I bought something to kind of scare them away out of the yard, and it didn't work. So, don't always, just when you think something will work based on nature, companies tend to make things, they try to sell you anything. But I fell into it, and I tried it for a day, and I saw that the birds they didn't get one way or another about the owl being in the yard, or the squirrels. So I said, well, this don't work. So we'll go back to the store. But that's just a little side rant product I bought that I wasn't pleased about. It's a rejection down here again, so yeah. Take a little quick stab along here. I think I'm a little late on this trade here. I better kind of watch this trade. I don't expect to get too much off of it. Let me see here. Let's see if we can get a little bounce here. May mess this one up here. Come on. Okay, yeah, let me take out this trade. Okay, I also expected. I knew this would be the area here with price. I took it on the top end right here. I should wait for the pullback. Okay, so I got a little aggressive right at the break. Took the trade. Should wait for the pullback, but either way, got filled there. Taking on a little heat. Picking up just 11 ticks on that trade. Scalping away. Okay, so quick little scalp there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we definitely moving sideways here. I think I might, well, maybe the last little trade. Price is definitely trading in a range right now. So, we'll see. Yeah, market's just higher low, higher low, higher low, and we just keep topping out at 40 right here, the highs for the session. So we're not breaking this area yet, and we're not breaking this area here. So this is resistance, this is support. So price is in this leg to the downside where we made this run down pretty much, and then price pulls back, and then this is price action, pull up, so a low, price pulls back, and then it makes a low here. So now it's chopping sideways, you can see. So we'll see. But even in a range like this, if you follow price action, you can trade it correctly. Now, there's only two ways or two things that can happen here. Is which we all know is that price could push higher to look for a pullback somewhere, or it could do what it's doing now and where it push lower, pull back just to push lower and have a swing to the downside. So no, we don't know until price follow suit with what it's trying to do here, moving sideways. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up today. Looks like we got another bounce out of this area here, which, let's see here, pull back. Let's make any similar highs. Made a lower low here. on the move to the downside. So where it pushed up, made its higher highs here within this range. It turned around, made a low here, pull back, lower low, pull back to make a lower low. So, yeah. So the question could be, we could possibly, let's see, maybe somewhere in this area here. I don't know, maybe a little higher. Could be in this area. So it could be in this area here. Somewhere in this area here will be a zone, maybe. Let's see. But yeah, as it stands right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close out the session here. But yeah, what I wanted to do was talk about a topic, something I was talking about earlier, and that's centered around the title of this video here today, and that is the real reason why the ES is probably one of the better or best markets to trade, in my honest opinion. I'm not knocking any other market like the NASDAQ or pertaining when it comes to the indices or indexes. You have the ES, the NASDAQ, the Dow. Of course, you got the Russell. So those are the major derivative indexes of major indices. Okay, so that's what we call the derivative futures or derivative instruments or markets of the major indices. So, and that's what I pretty much trade. I mean, there's other equity markets that fall in the futures. You have commodities, and you do have, you have your currencies and things like that. And they're all great markets. I just choose to trade the indices. And the ES is just my go-to market. But the reason why, if you really, and here's the thing. One, the ES has a higher tick value, right? So it's, what is it? $12.50 per tick. So 4 ticks, that's $50 right there, right? Most of the other indices, the future indice markets are $5 a tick, pretty much. Like the Dow and the NASDAQ, but you also got to think about it too. It's like the ES is a thick market. Yes, it is. It can be hard to trade for those that don't know how to trade it. But to me, it's like I can see it. I like to see the slower paced market. I like to see, things kind of unfold at a more of a steady pace than a market that's actually racing. Like, you have the Dow, especially the NASDAQ, it moves, and you can make good money off the NASDAQ, don't get me wrong, because it has big swings. I mean, when it swings, it swings. So, when it comes to structure, it's making lots of structure, to give you lots of opportunities to look for, trades, when we talk about those particular zones that we're looking to trade, supply and demand type things and taking retracements. But that's the thing, is that with the ES is that it carries a higher tick value, so you can profit from it quicker, So it's like 4 ticks, $50. 4 ticks on the NASDAQ, that's only $20. But yes, I mean, the NASDAQ kind of zips and you can pick up more ticks quicker, but it just depends. There could be a lot more levels there sitting in between as the market is moving and racing, like say for instance on the NASDAQ and Dow, and so you don't maybe get that greater move. So to me, it just makes more sense when it comes to risk to reward type thing. It's like I can make more money trading a smaller area off with the ES, because if you think about it, if you have the money to trade it, it's not just that, but you can step up your contract size. So instead of trading 1 contract, you trade 2 contracts, and then 4 ticks becomes $100, and for every 4 ticks after that, it's an additional $100. So it's just it's a game of how you can play it. Trading 1 contract versus trading 2 contracts. But another thing is too, the cost of trading the ES is a lot less when it comes to margin size. $400. That's all it is. $400 is a minimum what you have in your account. Now, I don't recommend $400 to start off with. I'm just telling you, in comparison to some of the other markets it takes to get into. I think it depends on your broker. So I think most times, I think the NASDAQ used to be like $500. I think depending on your broker now, like I said, it's like $1,000 a contract now, margin wise, to get in or trade that particular market. So the ES has really not changed. Again, it's depending on your broker, but $400 a contract, that's not bad at all, So, so that's another reason why, is that the margins requirements are lower, trading the ES. volume wise, there's a lot more volume, a lot more trading that takes place on the ES, which just makes it more of a favorable market to actually trade. So these are just some of the the reasons, some of the real reasons why I like trading the E-mini S&P 500 futures, and why other people like day trade as well. It's just one of the better index derivatives to actually trade, in my personal opinion. And I think a lot of people trade it, but they also trade some other markets as well, whatever the case is. But I don't have a bunch of different instruments on my charts. I like trading the ES. From time to time, I'll take a look at like the Nasdaq. But I guess all in all, if I was to trade certain markets when it comes to futures, it definitely would be the ES for one. Nasdaq, yeah, is a good market. There's other markets as well when it comes to like some commodities, maybe oil, which is CL on the crude. Then you have currencies, so yeah. But the E-mini S&P 500 overall is probably my go-to market, and to me, in honest opinion, is just one of the best future markets to trade. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and those are my reasons why. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. And please be safe in the market. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you, at the end of the day, were profitable today. Take care.